Now, why do we even need a to-go bag in the first place? Well, life is always going to give you surprises, unexpected emergencies, things like that, and you want to be prepared. And sometimes those emergencies happen in your own house, so you can use your to-go bag even if you're not going out of the house. But what I want to help you with today is some ideas so that you are ready. You are prepared. You need to have these things available to you already, know what your options are, and make sure that you have them available. Now, why does it matter so much that you stay on plan even in emergencies? Well, for one thing, you really need to be top of your game if you do have an emergency and something has kind of gone sideways in your life, or if it's just gotten hectic and you sure don't want to get hangry. That's not going to help your situation. So we want to stay on plan just as much as we can. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, that's where we just give ourselves grace, and then we get right back on. And that's true. And that's very wonderful that we can do that. But we want to minimize the times that we go off as much as possible. And the reason I feel that we need to do that is because I feel our health is one of our most important assets. And I know for me, it was when my mother died at age 59, I felt that I really needed to hone in on my own health. And I didn't want my children to suffer like I did and lose their mother at an early age. And my mom didn't get to see some of my kids grow up, and she didn't even get to meet my last three. So you want to consider that your health is your greatest asset, and you want to protect that at all costs for those that you care about and for those that care about you. So, Lord willing, let's do our best to live longer and stronger for all those around us. Now, we've got to get some options going. So, if you haven't already grabbed pencil and paper, you better do it now because you're going to have stuff you want to write down. And if you liked show and tell back in the day, here it comes. I am first going to talk to you about things you can put in your bag that can be shelf stable or can stay in your pantry. They don't have to be refrigerated. You can forget about them for a couple of months in the bottom of that bag and they're not going to spoil. Those are great to have. And you want to have a variety. And I got a whole bunch here to show you. So first up is protein. Now, if nothing else, if you at least have protein, you're going to get by really well. This is some of my favorite protein. These are 2 Orgain drinks, and both of these are on plan. They kind of made this new one, I guess, unless I'm just behind. But this one here, I bought at Costco, and this one over here, I ordered online. If you look at them carefully when you go to purchase, you want the ones that say plant protein, because those are the ones that are on plan. It's not that we have to have plant protein, but those are the ones that don't have junk in them that we don't want. So look for those. It's 20 grams of protein, a little bit of carbs and fats, but it goes great with practically everything. And then if you want a little caffeine, it's nice to have protein with your caffeine. And these super coffees are another drink that has protein, about 10 grams of protein in them. I love these 2 flavors. And you can now find these at Walmart, and a lot of times they're at grocery gas station, convenience stores. So keep an eye out if you do find yourself out and about and you don't have anything, you can know something to grab. Now, protein bars, this one is a personal choice. It is not ideal, but it's pretty good and when you need something. So look carefully though at the Quest bars because some of them are actually off plan. And that one has 20 grams of protein too, by the way. So that's really nice there. Then these are on plan. They're absolutely delicious. And they are Think Keto. Now, there are a lot of Think bars out there, but you have to have the ones that say keto on them. And these 2, they both have peanut butter. So just think the ones with the peanut butter are the ones on plan. And they have about 10 grams of protein. Not probably is great in the summer because they got this wonderful chocolate on them and it's going to melt and get messy. But for the most part, they're pretty good to go around. Now, getting into another kind of protein, meat sticks are fabulous. These even ride around in my purse. These are chomps, and they have a variety of flavors. You can see here by the colors that I've got 3 different ones. So there's a whole bunch to choose from. I'm sure you can find something that appeals to you. And another good brand is Vermont. And all of these meat sticks have 9 or 10 grams of protein, and those will satisfy you for quite a while. They have very little fat in them, so that works out really nice if you want to pair them with something like a carb. But when I have an emergency or some surprise, I'm not too worried about staying on an S or E, that kind of thing. I just want to eat good, healthy food, things that aren't going to throw my body off. And then if you want to really get down to some meat, you can get, oops, let's turn that around. You can get a can of chicken. And I like these, they have the pop top. So what I do for these is I just pop open the top, drain it out, and then pull the top the rest of the way off. I can eat it out of the can if I need to. And I like to keep some tahini in my bag. This cute little thing. I got this at a dollar store. So I can sprinkle that on, and then that gives it some nice flavor. I also found this tuna pouch, and this is just from good old Walmart. And you can have this for 19 grams of protein. The canned chicken is about 20 grams of protein as well. If you are somewhere where you can get a salad that doesn't really have your protein on it, it's ideal to have that. So you can put that on there, and then you've got your full meal. So that works out really great. One more protein thing that I like to have, and that is a collagen packet. This is a nice brand of collagen you want unflavored, so you can put it in your coffee. And then if you have sweetener with you, I still have some of these from Healthy Mama. But even if you've run out of those, because they don't have them anymore, you could get like some Truvia. Let's see, good old Truvia, the little packets, they're on plan. Here is another brand of collagen. If you've seen this one, these are really good because they don't have any flavor. They're not like chicken flavored or something. So if you want to put them in your coffee or something, you can. Now, after you have looked at some protein ideas, let's go to some carbs. What could you have for carbs? Well, fresh fruit, we'll get to that in a minute. That's going to come probably out of the refrigerator. But fruit bars are great. And this is my favorite one. It's the brand That's It. It has dried fruit in it, and that's it. I love the name. They have a variety of flavors too. You can get blueberry, strawberry, mango, and they're always with apple, and they're really tasty, really good. And if you're having those with your protein, then it will be a good carb for you that won't spike your blood sugar. So try not to just chomp on those by themselves. Also the Bear Fruit, they make little roll-ups, but they also make these cute little pieces, and I decided to get these instead of the roll-up. So either one is good, and they come in about the same size package, and you get about 12 carbs with each of these. And same with these. These come in 2 sizes. This is the mini size. So just check your label as always, and see how much you're getting in carbs. Another good carb to have is, this is a favorite, Thin Stackers, these little rice cakes. They look like this. They're just real thin, and you can take them. Now, this one is going to come with a little warning. They could break apart and make a big mess. But if you have a way to take them and so that they don't get all smashed up and all, then go for it, because those can come in real handy. I like to get some of those Laughing Cow cheese wedges. If I know I'm going to grab the rice cake, I will grab a wedge of that cheese to go with it too, but I got to pull that out of my fridge. So another good carb that you could have available is the Wassa crackers. And again, you're going to have a way to take it so that you don't break it or you'll have a mess. Now, if you've got your protein and your carbs, another thing you want to look at is what can I take for fats? Well, this is kind of where it gets fun, because you can take some chocolate. We know we need this, and this will kind of perk up our day sometimes. These are from store-bought ones that I have gotten at Walmart. Lots of stores carry the Lint brand. You want to go 85% dark. This one is from Aldi. The nice thing about the Aldi one is they come in little separate wrappers so that it's already kind of portioned out. The other ones, they're great, but you have to break it off, and you know, it could get a little messy that way, but it'll be a good thing to pick up if you're out and about and you see that, oh, I need to get something. That's something you can grab. Another healthy fat is peanut butter. And these little packets are great. You could keep them in your bag for quite a while. This is just peanuts and palm oil. And you open the bag, you could squirt it out on either some celery or on a rice cake. You didn't mind it being a crossover, which I don't mind sometimes, like I said, then you can go for that. And of course, it is going to give you a little bit more protein, but it's got a lot of healthy fats in it. So I kind of think of it more for that. And then I like to bag up in these little snack bags some nuts. So I can have those available. Walnuts, almonds, whatever works for you. Those come in real handy. Keep those. I usually keep a little chocolate and a little bit of nuts in my purse, you know, as well as my chunks. That way I at least have my purse stuff, but you know, my to-go bag is more fully loaded. So those are some good things to have there. And then for drinks, you could keep bottled water. And if you don't want just water, you want to get some flavor going, then there are, of course, the THM hydrates, and then the True Lime, True Lemon packets. You can add these to your water to give it a little bit more flavor, give it some flavor, make it a little bit more appealing sometimes. And then these lemon ones, I like these if I want to get an unsweetened tea and just put the lemon in it, then it makes a really nice lemon tea. So that's a good thing to remember as far as taking those. Now that's the kind of stuff that you can keep in your pantry. You want to keep it stocked. I don't have all these things all the time, but you pick and choose and get some that are going to work for you. So then the other thing to remember is there's things you can keep on hand in your refrigerator so that when you know you have to run out of the house for an unexpected thing, or I do this just when I'm going to go shopping. I'll just take a little something with me because, you know, maybe I'll take longer than I need to. What if I get in a traffic jam? You just never know. So I like to be prepared with that. I love having the mozzarella light cheese sticks because I know I can have 2 of these and it's only 5 grams of fat for 2 of them together. So that works great for me. And then it's going to give me a good amount of protein as well. If you're okay with having some more fats in it, you can go with the cheddar cheese sticks. And those are going to have more fat in them, which is fine as long as you realize that. And you will be picking up some protein there. And then for another protein, you can get some deli meat. A lot of people like to just roll that up, stick it in a sandwich bag, and it's ready to go. So that's a real quick thing you can just grab out of your fridge. If you keep these in your fridge, then you can go get them in a hurry and take them with you. The yogurts. This is Oikos brand, and this is Too Good brand, these little yogurt cups, so that you can have those as a good protein source if you have a chance to grab it out of your refrigerator. You got it in there, you can grab it to go. Then fruit, this maybe is out on your counter. You can take this along for a good healthy carb, but I like to keep apples and oranges in my refrigerator so that I have those available to stick in my bag. And then if they sit there for a while, that's okay. They're not going to spoil. So that's a really good thing. And last, but definitely not least, this is almost the star of the show here. That is the vegetables. You want those all the time. So I keep these in my fridge so that I'm ready. Anytime I need a little something extra, I will grab maybe a protein. I've already maybe got it in my bag. I'll grab some veggies out of the refrigerator to go with it. Now, right now, my garden's being real good to me and giving me cucumbers. So I've always got those. I eat like 2 or 3 of these a day. And those come in real handy. If you can find the small English cucumbers, those or the mini cucumbers, those work really well to just grab and go. You can just eat those like they are, and they're ready for you, and they're real handy. Another good vegetable to have around is baby carrots. That works out a really good to-go thing too. I like to get a sandwich bag and just put a variety, little carrots, a couple cucumbers, maybe some colored peppers, and put that variety in my bag. So, you know, I can have several things. And then also some celery. Keep some celery in your refrigerator in water so it stays nice and crisp. And then it's ready to go too. And that would go really well with that peanut butter. If you did a little peanut butter packet, you had one of those, you just squirt that right out of the bag onto your celery. That works out really good. Now, if you have a place to put some drinks in your refrigerator so you can have them cold, these are a favorite. They are the buy drinks. They're totally on plan. I love these. They don't have to be refrigerated, but it's nice to pull out a cold drink if you know you're going to be going somewhere. You want to have something around. And another one that I really like is the Zevia teas. Zevia also makes soda, so you can have that. But these are a couple of favorites, a peach or a raspberry tea. And if I have those in my refrigerator, I know that they're cold and ready to go. It's great when you're going to go somewhere. You've already got something ready. You've already had time to get that stuff, and you have it in mind, and you know what to just grab and go. That is a real plus. So those are some ideas to give you that you can put together. You can actually put together S-meals and E-meals and, you know, all these things when you know what you're having in your bag, what you're taking with you. That way you can be prepared no matter what. Now, the other thing to keep in mind is you can have a few other things in your bag. Like I have this tahini, and I like to have a little bit of salt. And don't forget, you might end up wanting some plasticware, plus the one I dropped on the floor, and a napkin. So put a few little things like that together in your bag, and then you're ready to go. If you have an emergency right there in your own home, go to where your bag is, get your stuff out, and you've fixed your day, whatever your emergency was, and you're going to feel better for it. Now, if you would like more information from me, learn more from me, or learn about what my coaching could help you with, then you can contact me at coachlindajohnson.com. And I look forward to hearing from you. Hope you all have a wonderful day.